How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you all some ranked seasons gameplay. I'm going to be getting right into it. I'm at 835 rating. This will be the team right here. We haven't really picked up anybody on the offensive side. I'm trying to play these next few games, try and go on a winning streak, so that way I can unlock the Babe Ruth for World Series, plug him in right field, and kind of mix up the bench a little bit. But that's going to be the strategy there. The lineup is pretty much the same. I've kind of mixed in Ted Williams in the 2 spot along with Lou Gehrig in the 2 spot, just kind of mixing and matching there. For the pitching rotation, the only guy I recently picked up is this 97 overall finest Jack Flaherty. However, I've had Bob Feller on the mound recently, Zach Greinke the last couple times I've played some ranked seasons, and then the bullpen is pretty much the same. Now, I was able to get a couple quits recently, and I was able to get a complete game with my pitcher. So the bullpen should be completely rested for this last push towards World Series. However, I'm not going to play multiple games in this video. I'm going to try and put myself in a good situation to go on a winning streak and win a handful of games, 3 or 4 games in a row, and try and get that Babe Ruth card. But we get Zach Greinke on the mound once again. We're going up against Roy Oswalt, who has been pretty effective against me. I've faced him a handful of times, definitely a good pitcher, and now that the prices have dropped on some of these Signature Series cards, I may go ahead and try and pick that card up and use him myself. But we are the away team in this game, and we're playing at SunTrust Park, so this is the Braves' home field, and something I noticed early on in this one, a little bit of a latency. I mean, first couple of batters, I felt like I was late swinging at some of the pitches. I try and take as many pitches as possible early in the game, try and get adjusted to the timing, try and get adjusted to the pitcher. So, unfortunate that I wasn't able to get the first guy on base with Honus, but we are trying to have a little bit of a better at-bat here with Ted Williams. He is in the number 2 spot. After a couple pitches, I've only saw like 3 or 4 pitches with Honus, so I'm trying to see a few more pitches here. We get one over the middle of the plate with Ted Williams. That one's going to be launched into the gap for an extra base hit. A nice double on a changeup over the middle of the plate. I was waiting for something. I figured he would throw it over the middle. I mean, I was down 0-2, but I was still looking for a quality pitch there. I was looking for a sinker on the inside half. It just got on me a little bit quicker than I expected it to, and I got jammed, very late jammed hit. We have Lou Gehrig coming up to the plate with 2 outs. We need a 2-out rally going. I mean, I know this guy's going to mix in the off-speed here and there. I'm really waiting for a sinker, waiting for a fastball. He's gone to that a couple times, and there he goes right to it. I felt like I was on it. I might have gotten a little bit underneath that one, but Ted Williams, surprisingly out there, tracks that one down. Got kind of a speed boost animation. I'm curious to see what his animation would look like on his screen for that play, but nonetheless, he does make the out there in left field. Now we're facing the brand new finest Cody Bellinger, and to start this one off, we have an 0-2 count. I'm really trying to get the first out of the game. I think that the first batter of the game, after I had a guy in scoring position, I was unable to score him. The first batter of the game becomes the most important one, and at the same time, he's having one of those situations where everything I throw, he's going to foul it off regardless if it's very early, very late feedback. It does not matter what the case is. He's just going to foul tip everything. And in this type of situation, it's really just trying to get lucky. I mean, I'm trying to get lucky, throw a good pitch. I've thrown a couple of good pitches throughout this at-bat, but he's been able to foul them off, and I'm hoping that he just kind of gets himself out, misses one, and trying to change the eye level in the strike zone, throw up in the zone, throw down in the zone, below the zone, inside, off the plate, going with a 2-seamer away, and he sends it out for a home run. So just like that, we're down by 1 run after facing the first batter of the game. He hits it out. It's not really what you want to see in ranked seasons when you're trying to make World Series. You're at in the middle of the championship series. You would hate to go down by a few runs early in the game. It definitely affects the confidence of your pitcher. But there's a lot of game left. I feel like I was able to square the ball up okay in the first inning. I feel like I'll be able to score some runs myself as long as I can minimize here. We don't have any outs in the inning. Zach Greinke's kind of getting a little bit wild. I don't want to take a mound visit, though, simply because I don't have any outs. If he goes ahead and gets a rally going, I might have to go to a mound visit and get the bullpen warmed up early in this game. You just never know what's going to happen. Anytime you give up a lead early in the game, you just never know. But Zach Greinke has been able to keep me in the game consistently the last few times I've used him throughout the entire year, really. But I got lucky on that one. Fastball inside on the lower inside half. He smacks it with Lou Gehrig. I'm trying to use the slider to my advantage trying to use the changeup, the curveball, all the pitches that Zach Greinke throws. But all right, we're in the top of the second inning, and basically I had a very quick first inning. I had a guy on base, I had a chance to score, but I only saw 12 or 13 pitches. So I'm looking to try and take some pitches, or if he throws one over the middle of the plate like he did for this at-bat. I have no idea what happened out there in center field, but I was first pitch swinging. I feel like I missed it a little bit with the PCI. Yeah, I was slightly under it. It goes off the top of the wall, and we go into third base with a triple. But the next batter, Griffey, hits it to first. I didn't press any buttons. Chipper Jones is just running home, and he gets thrown out at the plate. So it costs us kind of a run there. I would have liked to obviously score and have Griffey on first base. Luckily, Mike Piazza's kind of picking us up. We go first to third on that double down the line. It was actually a single. I thought that last one had a chance to get by Ted Williams, but we do go first to third with Griffey, and he is going to be able to tie the ball game up with the sac fly. He comes around to score, so that's big. We could have obviously taken the lead 2-1, but there's plenty of game. I know that this opponent is going to be able to score more runs, so it would be nice to have that one-run lead, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter this early in the game. I still have to have good at-bats. I still have to try and minimize on the defensive side, and I threw that one over the middle. That one caught too much of the plate, and Ted Williams is one of the best hitters in the game, if not the best one, because of his short, compact swing, but he is on first. We have one out in the inning. I felt like this opponent was having a tough time with the fastball low and inside. He hit the one earlier that I threw up and away to Cody Bellinger for a home run. But if you notice, I'm really trying to attack the fastball low and in. He was taking that pitch quite often, as well as he was getting jammed on it, just swinging it a little bit late. I know as we move later on into this game that he will be sitting on that pitch, so I'm not trying to overuse it. But in this situation with Griffey, I had a 2-2 count. He started to foul some pitches off just like that. It showed there that I threw multiple fastballs in the inside half. I kind of mixed it up a little bit, but that was definitely the go-to pitch to try and get the out in that situation. I felt like I could get him with it, and I was able to. Now, the next time, the next at-bat, it might not be the case. He might be looking for that fastball. But for that inning, it worked out well. I got a nice base hit with Honus. I stole second base, and Ted Williams is unable to even move him over because he flares that one into center field. I wasn't willing to risk it. Even with Griffey in center field, he does have a nice arm. Felt like he got to that one pretty easily. And I had Willie Mays coming up to the plate the very next batter. However, he lines out to left field. I felt like I squared that one up. It was good squared up. PCI was all on it and hit that one just as good as you can hit it. But I don't feel like I got the barrel of the bat to the baseball pixel in the right spot necessarily. I feel like if I pulled the PCI slightly more into the left, then I would have done some damage with that one. Same type of thing there. If I would have went with it the other way, a little bit better. Even though I did square it up, I didn't get the barrel of the bat to it all the way and didn't get rewarded. Didn't capitalize on scoring any runs. So far, this has been kind of a pitcher's duel. But at the same time, I feel like that's also because we're playing at a major league stadium. There is a little bit of lag in the situation. That might be why the opponent is a little bit late on the inside fastball. It took me a few innings to try and adjust to it. I started to square the ball up a little bit better. However, most of the time I squared the ball up, it was lining out to the outfield. It was hard hit balls to the infield. I wasn't necessarily staying consistent with it as I popped this one up to the catcher. I was waiting for the fastball on the inside half there, but I dropped the PCI. I was waiting for a low and in pitch, and he threw it middle in, and that really messed me up. But as I mentioned earlier, if I continue to throw the fastball on the inside corner, he will be waiting for it, and there he rips it for a base hit. I'm trying to still use that pitch, but basically he was able to hit the ball on it, but he wasn't able to continuously, consistently hit the ball for base hits into the gap for home runs. He was making contact, but it was weak contact. It was jammed hits, and this one right here could have easily been one in the gap. He started to square it up a little bit more, so I had to, kind of go away from it a little bit, try and mix it up. I'm facing Ted Williams with 2 outs, one of the better hitters for him. I know that he hit the ball really well with him in his first at-bat, so I'm trying to avoid a 2-run shot here with 2 down. I'm trying to set the slider up on the inside corner with the fastball up in the zone, and it actually works out in my favor. We get the check swing called for a strike. Now, the next half inning, I have the bottom of my order coming up. I got rewarded with a lucky base hit. I have no idea how that is a hit. It was way below the zone. You know that I'm going to try and steal and bunt this runner over. The opponent knew it as well. It's kind of a 50-50 chance whether he throws a strike there or tries to get me stealing, and it was the second one. He got me stealing. He threw a ball. And, I probably should have just let Zach Greinke hit. He's one of my better hitting pitchers, if not the best one in the entire game. But there he knocks a base knock. Could have maybe went first or third on that one, but probably would have been thrown out. Not really sure. But anyway, we do have a guy on base. We can turn the lineup over. And now we're trying to get something going with 2 down. Anytime you give a good player any extra outs in the inning, I got a base hit with my pitcher. I lined out with Honus, but Ted Williams is picking us up with a 2-out, 2-run homer. So just as I was able to get his Ted Williams out in the previous inning, I clutched up and hit the 2-run shot. Now I'm looking for that sinker on the inside half once again, and he does indeed throw a 4-seam fastball. Not as much movement, but I did square it up. I was ready for the velocity, and I also pulled that one for a no-doubter. So that's back-to-back homers on back-to-back pitches with 2 down in the inning, and I'm looking to continue it, keep it going with Lou Gehrig. I feel like I got the first one with him pretty good in the first at-bat. This one I definitely hit a little bit better. That one's going to be sent off the wall for a double, 64 speed. I'm not really sure what happened. I thought he might have froze. I was willing to take the extra base, having a little bit of a lead there, trying to get that guy into scoring position because I'm not sure if 64 speed will score from second on a base hit, a hard base hit. Don't know if he'll actually score. This guy had a pretty good outfield in terms of arm strength, but he did go ahead and quit out of that one. There was still plenty of game left. He could have easily made a 3-run comeback, and I felt like he was hitting the ball pretty good. He was starting to be on some of the pitches that I was throwing. But basically, we swapped ratings, or we both had the same rating. One of us was moving up 20 points, and we move up to 855. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I really enjoy using some of these Signature Series cards. I'm glad with all the variety. I'm happy to see that in the game, as well as I really like using these exclusive ones. So thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And until next time, everyone, peace out.